And welcome back to another edition of MicroPats with me, Jake Donnelly. If this is your first time tuning in to MicroPats, first off, thank you for doing so, but also a primer on what I like to do here. I like to take one play and usually one play only and use it as well, a microcosm of how that game went for the New England Patriots. For the Week 14 game against the Dolphins in Miami... Oh, God, sorry. I threw up in my mouth a bit there. But, the Week 14 game against the Miami Dolphins in Miami, where it turns into a house of horrors for the Patriots, a game that will forever be known as the hook and lateral game-winning as time expires touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. We are going to take a look at a second and goal play from the end of the first half because the theme of this game was a mountain of missed moments for the Patriots, a game where the Patriots left so many points on the field, a game where the Patriots, they could have put away the Dolphins on so many different occasions and yet couldn't do so. Now, here's the thing. On Monday morning, the time that I'm taping this, the Patriots and everybody that are Patriots fans, they're talking about the missed 3 points that the Patriots didn't get at the end of the first half. But most people have forgotten this play on second and goal. It is the play where Tom Brady overthrows Chris Hogan. The Patriots should have had at least 6 points, probably 7, here at the end of the first half. But Brady, who started off the game so well, hitting his first 11 passes, makes an awful pass here. And you'll see everything that went wrong on the play that then led to Brady taking a sack on third and goal, which of course resulted in no points for the Patriots at the end of the first half. So first, let's run the play without any edits or anything like that so you can see it in its entirety. And then afterwards, we're going to break it down and take a look and hopefully not throw up in our mouths looking at this play. So you'll see Julian Edelman go in motion into a trip set, and Brady will drop back to the 11 and then airmail Chris Hogan. Wide open. And I mean wide open, and it looked like the exact guy that Brady wanted to hit. So here I've got Edelman circled because he'll go in motion, and you'll see at the top of the formation, it's going to turn into a trips set. 3 wide receivers for the Patriots. Now here's the thing. Edelman, he is going to do his patent quick out right at the goal line. Rob Gronkowski, who is working as the spearhead in that trips formation, he is going to run a drag route at the goal line. That is going to clear the way for Chris Hogan, who right now is the outermost wide receiver in that trip set. Hogan is going to run to the back of the end zone, and he is going to run an out. It has to be crisp, it has to be sharp, it has to be clean. The reason for that is because there are only 3 defenders for the Dolphins against this trips formation for the Patriots. In other words, what the Patriots need right now is one of these 3 guys to win their battle. And you're going to see it is, in fact, going to be Chris Hogan. So as we run the play, Hogan back of the end zone, and he's going to run that out route towards that pylon. Brady is back at the 11-yard line. And if you look at Brady's feet, they are square to the target. He doesn't have his front shoulder tucked in. This is wide open. In baseball, whenever a pitcher throws like this, the ball is going to go high. Well, guess what? Some of the same techniques translate between baseball and football. And you'll see right here, Brady just all out of sorts in terms of his mechanics. Feet, flat, square, nothing is going forward. So this is going to be a throw all shoulder and stomach, no legs on this throw for Brady. So what happens with that front shoulder flying open, the ball is going to sail on him, and it is going to be just an awful throw. And maybe it's because of the pressure, but you'll see even the pressure itself is a mistake by Brady. So here we go. Drops back to the 11, overthrows. Drops back to the 11, overthrows. Here's the thing. You always hear about 3-step drops. You always hear about 5-step drops. This is a 4-step drop from Brady. Starts at the 7, drops back to the 11. Starts at the 7, drops back to the 11. Maybe that's a little bit too quick, so let's run a little bit more. Boom, right? He's at the 7, now the 8, now the 9, and the 10. You see those extra couple of shuffles that Brady gets in. It does a couple of things. One, it puts his feet off kilter. So now he is no longer balanced. 2, it allows the pressure to look like it's more in his face. Between Wake and Quinn, it looks like the pressure is getting to Brady. But that's because it's Brady's fault that he dropped back so much. Here, again, 7-yard line, that's where he's supposed to be. He is supposed to end at about the 10 on a 3-step drop. But this is going to be a 4-step drop from Brady. He is going to get Wake into the pressure lane, which puts Trent Brown in a bad spot at left tackle, doesn't help out Marcus Cannon at right tackle, and it destroys what was a really good pocket for Brady. Watch, right here. This is where you're supposed to hit that back foot and drive off of that back foot. Look at the pocket right now for the Patriots. It is absolutely perfect, right? And if he used this spot and stepped up into the pocket, he would have been able to hit Chris Hogan perfectly. Instead, though, he is going to take one extra step back, boom, and now, instead of that left foot, the plant foot being forward, it's actually going to be behind him. So the left shoulder flies open. There's no leg into this throw. It's all with the stomach. And you can see this is the exact moment that Chris Hogan is making his break to the outside. You've got Edelman making his shallow out. You've got Gronkowski running the drag. This is a perfect window for Brady on what would have been a perfect pocket. But Brady puts himself in a bad spot so that he feels Wake a little bit more than he would have otherwise. And instead of a perfect throw on target to Chris Hogan, instead he throws off with the back foot and sails it high. Back foot, sails it high. Look at the separation that Hogan has on this pass. This is perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect route running by Hogan. And you see again, watch the footwork of Brady as he drops back on this side view. Watch the foot, boom, 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 and then he just takes that extra. So look at this. That is not how you are supposed to throw a ball. Yes, Brady can get away with it because his arm is still an absolute howitzer. That throw to Cordero Patterson at the end of the first half was a laser. You are not going to see a better throw in the NFL than the one that Tom Brady made. But here, awful throw. Bad mechanics, ball sails high, those feet, which are so good, those mechanics, which usually has Brady out and above the other quarterbacks in the NFL. Right here, no. Boom, 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 boom. No. The footwork from Brady just, it puts him in a bad spot every time. Just that footwork. It loses, that is, he loses his footwork for a second. The throw sails high. So instead of a touchdown to a wide open Chris Hogan, you have Tom Brady losing his footwork, losing his mechanics, and he misses a golden opportunity for the touchdown. Wide open. Chris Hogan is completely wide open. This isn't the easiest of passes for Brady, but Dan Foutenay, Eagle, talked about the pressure. There is no pressure applied by the ends here. This is a very good pocket. This is good blocking by Trent Brown. This is good blocking by Marcus Cannon. This is perfect route running by Edelman, Gronkowski, and Hogan. But it's Brady that puts himself in a bad position. He has to throw it before Hogan gets out of his break because, boom, he feels the pressure now. Instead of having stepped up into the pocket, he's throwing off of his back foot. He has no momentum going forward, and he has to judge where Hogan is making the cut and where Hogan is going to be. So instead of this being an easier throw, it ends up being an extremely difficult one for Tom Brady, and the Patriots don't even get 3 points out of this drive when they should have gotten 6 or 7 points out of it. So instead of going into the locker rooms at 30-21 or even 34-21, the Patriots, 27-21, they lose their lead immediately in the second half, get it back, and it goes back and forth until, of course, the Patriots, oh God, it did it again thinking about that play. Oh, the Patriots, allow a 69-yard touchdown as time expired. All right, so that will do it for us, this Week 14 edition of MicroPats, a mountain of missed moments by the Patriots as Tom Brady missing a wide-open Chris Hogan. Bill Belichick's squad just not doing what they had to get done in that game yesterday against the Dolphins in order to pull out the W. All right, folks, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back at it again next week for the Week 15 tilt, a huge, pivotal, impactful game for the New England Patriots as they will take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of MicroPats with me, Jake Donnelly. For now, though, I have to leave you, and as always, go Pats.